So hello guys, today I'm gonna help this guy, Mexican Rabbit, a gold free 80 carry main who wanted me to look over his gameplay and see what he could improve on. So starting off, just looking at the team comps, starting bot lane, Tristana and Leona versus Alistar Vayne. To be fair, he should have a pretty easy lane. Should try to kill them early. Like, there is no problem like farming equally because you outscale her in the late game. She's better than you in the mid game. Team comps in general. Twisted Fate just got his passive changed, so it doesn't help you at all. And Lux has teleport, so she's gonna try to negate Twisted Fate's ultimate. So nothing gained there for your team. Fiora against Yorick, I have no idea about that matchup because none of those champions are played anymore. I'm assuming it's gonna go in Yorick's favor. Simply because he can beat pretty much anyone with the right items and runes. So I'm gonna have to assume that Maokai will have to camp the top lane to make Fiora not useless. While on the other hand, Lee Sin wants to probably shut down Twisted Fate. Because if you can shut down Twisted Fate, yeah, it's not gonna be that useful unless he gets lucky with kills. So let's see, I'm gonna put my follow on Tristana. Leaving the base, around 20 seconds. Maybe a bit slow. But I don't know anything about your computers, so just at start the game, first thing you do, press here and then just chop fast so you don't waste any time. Getting out scout as fast as possible is really important because you never know when they're gonna invade, especially with Lux. You should, let's see. There has not been any pings going out. I think you and Leona should split up. One of you here and one here. As far to the left as possible, because then more time to escape if you see them. Because right now, basically they just vault in here, put a ward down here, and have Lee Sin counter jungle Maokai, which is rather easy for him. So that was the first mistake. I'm not gonna talk about Fiora's positioning or TF. But basically one of you should stand here while the other stands here, so you know they're not counter jungling, because Lee Sin will always try to counter jungle. Especially someone like Maokai, who doesn't excel at the early game. So I'm gonna go back to this. Yeah, that's a good trade. You reacted faster than Vayne did, which is good. You haven't missed a single CS yet, that's great. Oh, Leona's doing good. So right now, you have a ward here. So the first thing you should do right now is ping. Ping right on this ward. And tell your jungler they warded here. Apparently I can't see pings, or no one is actually pinging. Yeah, like I said, game crashes. Yeah, like I said before, you should dominate them early game. I don't know why my spectator always crashes every time, like the first minutes. But yeah, Alistar is level 1, you guys are both level 2. This is the perfect time to go in, because you will be able to deny Vayne, who has utility masters for some reason. Maybe she just wants some more lifesteal. But it also means her dueling potential is even worse. And you have the early game advantage, so it's good. We're playing good so far. I'm trying to get back in the game. Riot, please. Mexican rabbit. Let's hope it doesn't crash anymore. One thing to watch out for though. Let's see what happened. So now I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently it didn't kill Vayne. She's still pretty healthy and doing pretty good farms, so I don't know, maybe Alistar is doing a good job of peeling, or maybe you're not reacting fast enough when Leona wants to go in. Yeah. Like right there you could have reacted a bit faster and get proc Leona's passive. I don't know if you have noticed this, but the Alistar has barrier, which pretty much means that it's easier for you guys to go for Vayne. Because if he has Ignite or Exhaust, he is kind of a threat. He can stop you from doing stuff. But with barrier, he just can protect himself, which more or less means Vayne is more of a free kill, and you have the better early game. You shouldn't be afraid, except for Lee Sin. See, Leona doesn't have any. Oh wait, she has a ward. Never mind. So you should definitely tell your jungler that they don't have any wards about them. So you can dive them, as long as you know where Lee Sin is. Ouch. They did a really good combo. You were a bit too afraid. Like, there is no way Alistar is gonna get behind you. So, more or less what happened is you were running back while they were attacking Leona. So, yeah, you need to not be that afraid. You had the positioning enough to be safe. Yeah. I'm not sure, but you should have jumped back that far. He has barriers too. Yeah. Thanks to you jumping a bit too far, because you were gonna win that fight 2v2 with Maokai. You had to burn your flash, and that's. Oh my god, League, please stop crashing. Sorry for this. Riot doesn't like me. Or something. I don't know. Maybe it's because everyone's patching right now and there are several bugs coming with it. Curious how it's going for Fiora. I'm actually gonna check that. She's 0-1, so she's doing better than I expected. TF is getting blue. He's losing. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna assume Lux teleported top lane. Gotta kill him, Fiora. Right now you're doing the right thing, but you don't go too far. This is a lot of gold and experience. Like, yeah, you could zone Alistar out of experience, but you should never miss that many creeps for that. He was probably planning on going back anyway. He had full HP and splash up, so while it may have been worth a try, you shouldn't take a risk like that, to be honest. Now what's happening is this is kind of you have your ultimate, so see how this goes. I shouldn't have used your ulti there. Should have done one or two things. Should have pushed 2 or 3 of them back to your ulti while they were chasing, like up here. Or you should have tried to go all in on Vayne or Lee Sin when they were pretty low. You can jump in, use your ulti, use your E, try to get some of the auto attacks off, because it will reset your jump and you can get away anyway. Oh, I could have used Village Warrior too, but I do that mistake as well, so yeah, it happens. Now, why are you not going for Vayne? Alistar was not exactly interrupting you earlier. Yeah, great. So there are some things I feel generally about you right now. That is, your reaction times could be a bit faster, and your judgment about your early game damage. Like, you do a lot more damage than you think. You can go in. If you see Alistar's cooldowns are down, you can actually jump in. Try to land on Vayne, slow her, but not so that she can stun you into a wall. And you should be able to kill her pretty much any time if Alistar uses combo or something. Those new icons are really ugly. Actually thought this was Tiamat. That's good reaction. Even though we had vision. Wait. And I don't know if you did, but I'm assuming you did. If you ever see someone flash, just write, if you don't have time, just write like AD, F, or FL. If you have timestamps, like I do, put them up in the options. Oh my god, it's already. You can just count. From this point on, 5 more minutes. And then, after you get time, you read in chat. Plus 5 minutes, so that's like 17, 20, Vayne, flash, easy kill, you gank. Because that is how you snowball lane. When people have use their flashes. They are insanely easy to kill with a coordinated gank. Which is why you almost never want to use your flash offensively on AD carry. Except if you can like get a double kill or something and snowball really hard. As far as your item build goes, play through and king first. It works. Pretty standard. I'm not sure what you're gonna get a second, but I am hoping you're gonna get an eye edge or a seal into an eye edge, because that gives you the most damage, and you're a hyper carry. You wanna like get those high damage items. That was a good flash from them. This Leona is actually playing a lot better than I expected from gold supports. So I'm assuming it's pretty easy for you in this lane. So at the moment you have no ward here. The only ward you have is in Dragon. So basically Lee Sin could walk here. God, please. Crash again. Just, oh my god. Right, please. Fix your shit. What is up with spectating? I have to write a bug report or something because it's getting annoying. Looks like 4 crashes in like 15 minutes or something. So if I remember correctly, at the moment you are 3-0-0, which is great because Tristana scales so incredibly well into the late game, and except for Lux hitting you with a binding or something, they have nothing to get to you. They have no hard engage. So more or less, if you position well this game, you're gonna have a really good time. If you have frontline, you have the Maokai and Leona can go in. Well, you shoot whoever you are in range of, because Tristana's damage is ridiculous once you get your eye edge. So I don't know what happened when the game crashed again, but I'm assuming you died to Alistar. So I think Vayne got the first kill. So it's not really a big deal. It was a shutdown, but it's better Alistar gets it than Vayne. You're too scared right now. You have your blade still. Should have used your blade earlier. Like, if you used blade, then you ulti on him, you would have died there. So you really need to use your active. Otherwise you could buy something else. Because it deals percent maximum HP. So just use it. Don't be afraid to use it. It's on a very short cooldown. It's like 60 seconds. So never be afraid to use it. Especially if you're on the chase. Even though the nerf is slow for ranged. That 15% damage could have killed Alistar. Gave you the reset jump and potentially made the team wanna dive Vayne to get a kill. Luciana went a bit too far back. Like, you are too scared. You were apparently not aware that your Leona Maokai was coming from here or something. Like, if you were, they would be dead. For sure. So, from time to time you miss kills for no reason actually. I know you were supposed to play safe, it was an AD carry, but Tristana with an early lead, just go nuts. So now what you want to do is yeah, there's no point going there before clearing the wave. You need your team to go in first anyway, so what's the best thing you could do about that situation? Except maybe hit them from max range and just try to annoy them. So yeah. Okay.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Actually gonna go back here. I wanna see where you're going. Circling around. So basically you're fighting a 5 vs 4 and you're pushing top. And you're still losing the fight. Till now. Well, you're still losing. Play for free and right now, what you want to do is get that blue buff. Just walk past it, and if you were looking at your minimap more constantly, you should have seen, oh, their blue buff just came up. Oh, and 3 of them are dead, one of their jungler and mid. So, they are not likely to get the blue buff. Steal that away means a lot, especially for against Lux. And then you could go back down. Push. Lux for some reason tried to teleport to this tower and just cancel it. So you're getting the cert, which is great. Global Gold wins in solo queue games, especially in lower elo, because the worse people are at farming, the more worth is the global objectives, and my client crashes again. But taking away the buffs is insanely important, and you should always look for a minimap, and if you see something's up and you know you're safe to get it, get it. You'll be able to get the bot lane turret anyway, because blue buff is just on the way there from the position you were at. But in that team fight, maybe you shouldn't have gone for Vayne. Like Fiora, unless Vayne was gonna flash, Fiora would win that fight easy. So there is no reason to go around there and have your team die in mid lane. You could have maybe saved 1 or 2 in their team. So what's going on? Now we have 6 kills. I don't know if I missed anything. There's been so many crashes. We're building eye edge, which is great. Dodging knock spells and never standing still. Good, good. You let Lux have the blue buff, okay. So what you want to do now is you have this tower down, you have this tower down, you have this tower down, and if I'm guessing correctly, Dragon is gonna spawn rather soon. So we can do quite a few things. Have Fiora split push while you defend bottom mid. Or you could pretty much group up,
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
push mid lane, because they're out of position to defend that, and if you are 4 or 5, you can easily get the tower way faster than their bot lane duo pushes. Yeah, not much you can do about that. Seriously? I hate Riot. I fucking hate Riot right now. Please. I'm sorry guys, because yeah, it's gotta be annoying to watch this in more than actually trying to commentate on it. I'm doing all I can. Well, anyway, at this point of the game, you are pretty fed. We're approaching IH Blade Rune King status, which is when Tristana turns into a god. Like, there is no one on their team who can like survive some of your attacks. Because yeah, Yorick has the Ice One Gauntlet. That's pretty much almost the only armor their team has. Typically seen has some armor, but he doesn't really do anything to you. So your team should group up. You have a good front line with Maokai Leona, even though Maokai is it's pretty low level. You have the front line. You want a group. You do more damage than they do. That's your thing you could use. Hydra into 2 or 3 targets. So, yeah, you pretty much stayed in there. So now their blue buff's up, dragon's up. It's only worth taking this dragon because you're standing next to it.
Blue team has
The blue
slain
buff
the dragon.
you should take, and then group up, push mid. Because they're dead for a couple more seconds. You should get this tower at least. And then you should tell your Leona to get an oracle. Because you're snowballing. You're 20 kills to 12. Ahead like pretty much 4k in gold. But most of this gold is on you. And you are the hyper carry. They can't do anything right now. If they fight you 5-5, they lose. Unless you play it really bad or get caught by a binding or something. Anyway, that's not important. Team was a bit too slow and pushing mid together. It's okay. That's a good ulti. Fiora can. And you're pretty much reacting slow here. They were spamming things because they knew you were gonna win that fight. You should just went for it. You should trust your team a bit more. If your team goes in, they are more than likely to know that you're gonna win the fight. Because this is not bronze or silver. People actually start to know what they're doing in gold or platinum. Trust your team. Unless you have like 5 HP or
Blue
something.
team's turret has been destroyed.
So the red buff's been up for a while. No one has checked for some reason. So you should take it. I'm not sure I'll take your... because they're dead. Yorick and Lux were dead. It was a free red buff for you. Like, once again, taking away their buffs is so important at the moment. Just gives you so much control. Just, yeah. They're behind in experience, in gold, in items, in levels, everything. And the only thing that still gets very useful are the buffs. So, take away their buffs, group up faster and react to your team's engages, because you have the tanks, you have the damage. Don't be afraid to fight. You should be the team to go in. And here comes the So, your team just won a 4 versus 5. I'm assuming the enemy team is gonna surrender rather soon. They're gonna surrender about 10 minutes ago. You're twice, or even more than double their kills. This game is over. Used your early game advantage, good. Grouped up. Used your team comp with hard engage against their team comp of trying to pick someone off. Didn't get counter jungle early from this Lee Sin, which could have actually made the game. So it's basically their team not using their early game as much as they should have. Just letting you get to late game where you are pretty guaranteed to win. Now you are out of position. You see you had no wards here, no wards here. And yeah, if Lux was any good, you would have died there. So don't go that deep alone. Especially after they all spawned like 15 or 20 seconds ago. Because assuming you would have done that on top lane, I'm sure they could have taken Baron and made a comeback. Now this is bot lane. Not that bad, but you should always try to have vision when you're going alone. Unless you know they're dead or something. That's good. Assuming Vayne's given up, just in bot lane while your team. Game over. Right here. TF even has ulti. Game over. So if you keep playing like this every game, you should be able to climb to at least gold 1. From what I've seen, I played on some Smurfs and that's about as good as they are. I'm hoping this video is gonna help you see the small things you did kind of wrong. But there was nothing that was really bad, so just keep working on it.